about weather.
Okay.
What sort of weather do you like the most?
Okay, the type of weather that I like is sunny weather because I'm an active person. That's why I love outdoor activities and the sky, when sky is clear and the sun is shining, it is very comfortable time to do some outdoor activities like skateboarding or swimming in the summer.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Would you like to move to a place with different weather?
Well, if I had a chance, I would move to some tropical. I would move to somewhere with tropical weather because it is something unusual that I experience in my country. So it would be an adventure for me to experience such kind of weather, and I guess I would enjoy it.
hmm Thank you. Next question. What weather do you think is the most suitable for working or studying?
Well, I think such kind of weather will be neither too hot, and nor too cold. I think warm weather, because such kind of weather is the most proper one for doing our work, because you don't have to wear your heavy clothes and you can act freely and flexibly. And I guess it is the most favorable type of weather for the most of those who work whole day.
Okay, let's talk about photos.
hmm
Who do you usually take photos of?
Well, mostly I take the photo of mine because I
Mhm.
always make a selfie when I'm alone, mostly because I feel a bit embarrassed when others around me. So I take my own photos most of the time because I always concern about my appearance and outlook because first impression and appearance always put the initial impression on you about others.
Yeah, okay. And next question. How do you keep your photos?
Well, mainly I collect my photos in my Google photo box because it is very convenient for me because it always helps me to sort my photos. For instance, if I want to watch my family photos, I just type the family and it offers me the photos, the collection of my family photos, and it is the best choice, I guess, to keep my photos. I can find anywhere, anytime I want.
Okay. Next question. Have you framed any of your photos?
Well, to be honest, I had never framed my photos till my wedding day. And when I got married, I framed the photo of me and my husband, and it is the first framed photo in my life, I guess.
Okay, cool. That was the last question of part one, and then now we're going to move part two.
hmm
Okay, and then now I'll push the button next, and then you will see the questions on your screen.
Okay.
Okay. So is it
Yes,
visible?
visible.
Take your time. Okay, time is up. Okay, time is up. So don't worry if I stop you. I
hmm
will tell you when time is up. Okay.
Okay.
Now you may start speaking.
Well, I'm going to talk about the painting that I want to fix in my own room. It is the portrait of Mona Lisa. because I know about this portrait from my presentation. I'm a final year student at university, so I had to make a presentation about some European literature and the European paintings. So I chose the Mona Lisa, the portrait of Mona Lisa. So this painting attracted me with its facts because there is a fact that her eyes always looks at you from any angle you look at. So that's why I'm really interested in this painting. So I really want to have it in my own room, and it would be something. It would be something to brag about to my friends also, because it's an unusual thing. But I guess it's just imagination, because I can't have it. Its painting in my own room, because it may cost me a fortune, and I can't afford it. I know it because it's a masterpiece of a well-known artist. So just to meet my own need and to achieve my own ambition, I can guess I can make someone to paint it. For instance, professional artists can paint its copy, and it would be another version, just a man-made version, of course. So because of being a wife of the person who loves art, I can guess I can get this painting in my upcoming birthday, because I asked my husband to bring this painting for my birthday as a present for it. So he agreed, and I'm waiting eagerly to get this painting. And of course, it's not a real one, but it would be its version. So I will fix it. I will put it opposite my bed, because I
Okay,
can.
thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. That's enough. Now we are going to move next part. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about historical places.
Mhm.
So, why do some people like to visit historical places?
Well, there are several reasons for them, but the most important one, I guess, the reason why they visit historical places is just they are fan of history, or they are very curious about history and historical places. Because some people can't stand when they see the historical facts or objects or exhibits with their eyes, and they can enjoy it. And sometimes some people have very important reason to visit historical places. For example, making presentation or making some kind of pictorial or visual facts and reports. That's why, because of their academic or because of their professional purposes, they may visit. And sometimes, in terms of students or pupils, they just visit historical places to see what they have learned in their history lessons. Because of being theoretical lesson, some students really want to see with their eyes what they have learned.
Okay. Next question. Do people in your countryside and in cities live the same life?
Well, I don't think so, because different people have diverse needs and diverse interests and diverse lifestyle and their preferences also. That's why I don't think they are the same with others. And some people don't like historical places, just they want to visit some shopping malls and some places with a lot of entertainment facilities. That's why I don't think so they will it.
Okay, thank you. Next question. What are the problems caused by maintaining a historical city?
Well, initial concerning problem is for most of the people, if not all, is damaging the appearance of the modern city, because we are developing and our cities are developing also, and new constructions have been built around the world, and some of them are being built. So modern buildings are, we can say modern buildings to some extent are replacing the place of historical ones. And when we want to protect the historical places or sites, some people may think that such kind of ruined or such kind of damaged places or buildings may may put negative impact on the reputation of our modernized and contemporary architecture.
Okay. So, do you think having too many tourists is a positive thing for historical attractions?
Well, I wouldn't think so, because too many tourists, as we know, can cause some problems to the historical places, not only to historical places, but also to our environment. Because, tourists don't care about the environment or cleanliness or safety of the countries that they visit, and also the historical places in this place. Because when we welcome too many tourists, we can't control them. They may damage the historical places, or they may break rules that we require and demand from them. That's why um, I think more than enough is damage. More than enough is to some extent dangerous to our historical places and sightseeings, in order to protect them, in order to save them, and in order to transfer them to the next generation. I think tourists should be controlled, and even their numbers should be controlled, even if it's useful for our economic development, but we have to consider another side of the problem, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Next question. What can we do to stop visitors from damaging historical places?
Well, the first thing there should be law enforcement, because when we impose laws and rules, sometimes governments don't bother about following them and the citizens abiding. That's why the first thing there should be not only imposing laws, but also enforcing and persuading people to obey it. And law-abiding citizen, as a law-abiding citizen, I can say there should be strict punishments for each rule breakers, and then we can stop offenses in the future. Because when punishments are severe or more severe and stronger, and people try not to do it, and once they do it, they never repeat it because of its strict punishment. So I think there should be stricter punishments, and also enforcing them.
Okay, that was the last question of part 3, and it's the end of our speaking
Okay,
exam. Thank you.
thank you.